Hello students, I am Professor Namrata Hambihori from Department of Commerce and Accountancy. Welcome to the Company Law and Administration class. So in our previous video, we have started with the fourth unit, that is company meeting, wherein we have seen the prerequisite of a valid meeting, that is what is necessary before conducting any meeting, and along with that we have seen the AGM, that is annual general meeting. So quickly revising AGM, annual general meeting, which will be called by the board members. That is a meeting which will be held once in every year, and it is mandatory for every company to take up the AGM. So it is a meeting by the name itself, annual general meeting. So it is a meeting which will be conducted or held once in every year. Then in today's class, let us see about the next type of a meeting, that is extraordinary general meeting, that is EGM. So here why is this conducted? So here what happens, sometimes the matter requiring immediate consideration by the members may crop up whose consideration cannot be deferred till the next AGM. To meet such emergencies, the companies can provide for holding of the emergency meeting of the members, which are known as extraordinary general meeting. So here, explaining to this, so sometimes what happens here, the certain matters are to be discussed earlier as possible. You cannot wait for that point discussion till your next AGM. So immediately, if any decisions are to be taken on the certain matters, then they may call for the extraordinary general meeting. So here regulation 42 of table F provides that all the general meeting and other than the AGM are considered here as a extraordinary general meeting. So apart from the meetings other than AGMs and other meetings, if any meeting which is called immediately, then that is here called as EGM. Then all the businesses which can be transacted at the EGM shall be deemed as a special. That is, by passing the special resolution, these meetings are being considered. Like these meetings are being called up for like immediate notice, that is for discuss a certain quick matters. So therefore, these meetings are considered to be the special one. Then who will call the EGM here? So here the EGM can be conveyed by any one of the following, that is who is going to conduct this meeting, by the board of director on its own or on demand. That is, if the board members have certain point of the discussion, then they can conduct the meeting, or if any demand from the other members here or the other parties apart from the board of director, then to discuss on that matter the meeting may be called here, or by any one or the two directors, by the requisition of themselves, and by the National Company Law Tribunal. So in the following four cases, if any one cases is there, then they may call for the EGM. Then how it is being called here? So section 100 on subsection of 1 of Companies Act empowers the board to call extraordinary general meeting of the company at the any time when it deems fit. That is, if the matter is of urgency, then it is to be called immediately. So looking to the importance of the matter or weightage of the matter, the meeting is called here. Then if the board fails to call the EGM, it may be called by the requisition in the manner prescribed under the section 100. So in case if it fails, then it has to follow the procedure which is mentioned in the section 100 of the Act. Then coming to the legal provisions for calling EGM. So how many members should be there and who should call that? So here in case of the company having a share capital, then the requisition shall be made by the shareholders holding not less than 1/10 of such of paid up share capital of a company and are entitled to vote on that occasion at the said EGM. That is, the member who are holding the shares here, that is who are purchasing the shares, not less than 1/3 of such paid up share capital of the company, and those are given power to vote in the meeting. That is, they are given a power to keep their point of view or opinion by exercising their voting rights here. So in case if the company doesn't have a share capital, then then the members should be here. Number of members who have at least 10% of the voting power and are entitled to vote on that occasion. So if that doesn't have the share capital, then 10% of the voting power is to whomever it is given can come forward for the voting, to exercise their voting power. Then essential of valid requisition. Then that is what are essential, that is what point are necessary to call up the meeting, or what is necessary to call this immediate meeting. So here the requisitions will specify the matters for consideration of which for which the EGM is called, that is that should have a specific reason. Then the requisition shall be signed by the all the requisites, that is whoever has demanded the meeting should give their approval, that is they are ready for the meeting by giving their signature. In case of it is a joint shareholder, like any one member can sign. Then the requisition shall be deposited at the register office, that is whatever the meeting have to be discussed, the matter have to be discussed, will be kept in front of the registrar or registered office. Then next, if the EGM is called by the board, on the receipt of valid requisition, the board shall within 21 days proceed to call the EGM to be held not later than 45 days from the date of deposit requisition. That means when you have kept the requisition in front of the board of registered office, then the meeting should be conducted within 45 days, that is within 21 days the meeting should be proceeded, that is the proceedings of the the notice should be sent and then the process should be followed, but it shouldn't exceed the 45 days. Then if the board fails to call the EGM, it may be called by requisite themselves. That is, time period for this holding meeting will be, it must be held within the 3 months from the deposit of the requisition, that is within the deposit requisition given, within 3 months it has to be taken. Then how it is to be called, that is manner of calling meeting. The requisition shall call the EGM in the same manner in which the meeting is called by board of director. So as the board of director call the meeting, the procedure the same way it can be called. Then all the reasonable expenses incurred by the requisition to call the EGM shall be repaid back to them. That is, in case of the requisition deposited, that shall be reimbursed to them. Then here the power of tribunal to call EGM. So here section 98 subsection 1 of Companies Act provide that when for any of its impracticable to call, hold and conduct the meeting of the company according to the provision of law or of the article of the company, the NCLT, that is Company Law Tribunal, may order a meeting of a company to held or conduct in such manner, that is here impracticable from a reasonable point of view. Sometimes if the things are not like in the practical situation or which are not under the control, for such situation the NCLT may call for the meeting here. So holding the meeting is supposed to be impracticable in following circumstances, that is under the following reason they may be called for the meeting, that is when there is a dispute between various shareholders, that is in case if there is any dispute or any matter to be discussed among the share members wherein the point of view are different, then the meeting will be called. Then when the registered offices or any other place fixed for the meeting has been locked, then where the company doesn't have its duly appointed board of directors, so when the board of directors are not being appointed, then where there is a chance of quarrel or violence in the meeting. So like if there is a difference in point of view or point of opinion, then in such cases the the power of tribunal is used here to call EGM. Then it may also give such auxiliary direction as it think fits, that is the decision in case of like decision, whatever will suit in that particular situation, in that matter the decision will be given. Then here the law board or the tribunal can issue the such orders to on its own motion, that is by taking its own decision, or on the request of the directors or any directors of the company, and on the request of the members of the company it can issue a order. So in either of one it can issue an order. Then default in holding the meeting. So in case of like if they fail to take up the meeting, then failure of the meeting is an offense and punishable with the fine extended of the 1 lakh rupees on a company and every officer of the company. And if that again continues after this warning also, then 5,000 per day will be as a default. Then usually this EGM will be called again if there is any alteration in the memorandum of association, articles of association, and any other minor alteration which is like called immediately. Then on such cases this EGM will be called up. Then coming to the class meeting. So beside this general meeting, the article of the company provides that the certain matter which affects the interest of the holders of the shares shall be subject to the consideration and decision of the meeting of those holders only. Such meeting is called as a class meeting. That means only the decision which are related to the shareholders, that is the people who are holding or the certain class of the shares, if there is any like any opinion or the matter to be discussed or the decision needs to be taken for such meeting, for conducting of the such things, the meeting is called here as class meeting. So in other words, a class meeting are those which are held by the shareholders, like preference shareholders. They hold here the particular class of shares with the particular right enjoyed by them. Then here class meeting are usually required to be held when it is proposed to alter or vary or affect the rights of particular class. So if there is a changes in the particular class of shareholders, changes in their rights, then such meetings are called here. Then here they have quoted one example, that is as per section 48 of 2013 Act, where the company desired to cancel the arrears of dividends of cumulative preference share, it is necessary to call a meeting of such shareholders and pass a special resolution. That is for example, like preference shares are declared dividends. So here arrears means what, here extra amount what they have accumulated. So if the company wants to declare, like company will usually declare that. In case if they doesn't want to declare it, or they doesn't want to give the arrears for the dividends, in such cases they will call for the class meeting and discuss that matter in the meeting. So I hope you are clear with this EGM and class meeting. So briefing once again, EGM is an extraordinary general meeting which is called for the immediate notice. So if there is changes or alteration in the articles or memorandum, or changes in board of director or any of the certain matters, then immediate notice that is discussed in EGM. And the class meeting is called for the various class of shares held by the shareholders. To discuss their matters, the class meeting will be held. I hope you are clear with the today's concepts.